So, we're here. 4 hours of sleep. We're here. Um, Welcome back after several weeks off for several reasons. Just the stars definitely not aligning. They're aligned today. So, we're here today to play Dragon Age. And I'm just go, everyone.
Hi everybody, it's me, Emma, or Hummalou on the internet. I'm your storyteller today for In Darkness Unbroken, Thirst and Emotion. Question today is if we were to use the Victorian language of flowers, which flower best represents your character, and if you feel like it, what flower represents you? I'm not expecting them to pull this fully out of their butts. I did share some information with them earlier.
That is true.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you're continuing.
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I was just gonna say I'm for sure the white rose. I cannot. That's what that means.
That's my mood today, I promise.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Seasson, or Alyssa Vamp on the interwebs. Apologize to my GM for the interruption. I am going on 4 hours of sleep only, and being woken up by a very loud cat. But I play, I use she, they pronouns. I play Bella. She's a she, her. If I had to pick a flower for Bella, it would be begonias, which their meaning is just beware, which I think it's perfect for her. And if I had to pick one for myself, it'd be barrage, I think is how it's pronounced, which means bluntness and directness, because sometimes I'm a little too blunt for my own good, but that's just neurodivergence in me. That's me.
And I am Gambit, and I will be playing Arlen, our big mountain man. And as far as flowers, I have no idea because I don't know flowers. So I'm scrolling through flowers right now.
You're an oak, strength, and wood, you know?
I did not know they had flowers, but I'll go with that. Yes.
Well, they have acorns.
They have acorns.
Yeah.
But I've never seen like an oak tree with flowers.
I don't know. Listen, it's on the list. It's under oak. So I just figured.
Yep, I'll take that.
He's a big mountain man. He's strong. He has a wood shop.
Cool.
Yes. Arlen's wood shop.
Arlen's wood shop.
Oh, look. A beverage for the beverage goblin. Sorry. Thank you.
All hail the beverage goblin.
All hail the beverage goblin.
Wait, are y'all hailing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Okay.
Hold on. Hi, my name is Kay Phoenix. I play Ophelia Van Canel, our Mortalitazi mage. If I were to pick a flower for her, I actually picked Barrage as her flower for bluntness and directness. Not because she's got like Bella's attitude or Satan's attitude, but because yes, current question, you're gonna get a direct answer. You're just gonna get it straight up. So I picked that one for her, and it's a beautiful dark star flower too. I looked up a picture of it. They're gorgeous. So I immediately thought of Ophelia for that one. For myself, I had a hard time picking one. Maybe Xenia from South America. It's a flower that represents thoughts of absent friends and lasting affection. I've been kind of isolated lately. So definitely thinking about my friends and can't wait to get back into my groups. Like this is one of them.
Aw.
Yeah.
Missed you guys.
I missed you too.
That's me.
Hello, my name's Val, and this is my channel. I bring to you Robin. She's a dwarf. She's probably very well versed, not necessarily in the language of flowers, but just flowers in general. She collects things to make, like, flowers are used for scent and all of that kind of stuff.
Perfumery.
Yeah, for Robin, I think they are wisteria, which is definitely a sign of devotion that transcends death, because she's a ride or die bitch.
She's right at that
Agreed.
I love that.
But also, I don't know if like other people here have watched a show that I don't know, the third season might have come on Netflix recently, and they're in the entertainment district, and there's this little demon girl. And anyway, wisteria does actually keep demons away in some cultures, and dwarves can't be possessed. So, like,
It's appropriate, really.
yeah, it's a little crossover there. For me personally, I don't know about the language of flowers, but my grandmother's name is Iris, and so that's my favorite flower.
Nice.
That's good. I like that.
It's a nice flower.
It is, and it looks really pretty in the rain. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want us all to look really pretty in the rain and like Spider-Man kiss there, you can do that with your donations. Every 100 biddies, it gives us a reroll. You subscribe to the channel, like everyone did earlier today. Look at this shit. I made some money. It's very nice. I was kind of low. I didn't make payout last month, so I'm like, yay, buddy. You can give us a crit here, the equivalent of a crit, and if you donate money, what was it? I don't have my sheet open.
An NPC.
Yes, there's a $5. There's a $10. Oh, the $5 is that you can give us focus points, and focus points are something that you're only supposed to get when you level up, but we have a shit ton of them because people pay for them, so we're like really strong. Wow, occasion came out. We're really strong. And on top of that, if you give a $10 donation to Coffee or Streamlabs, you can make a character. Just give us their class, their race, and their name. And it's not limited to the Dragon Age races, because we had a kobold named Cheez-It. We just made it happen.
He was best boy.
He was the best boy.
Give us an egg. Turned out to be a dragon.
We also had the Nug King at one point. I don't think anyone can like we shouldn't forget about. We have met the Nug King.
The Nug King, yeah, that's a very rare and unique experience you guys had.
I know. So
we were blessed by the Nug King.
We met the Nug King and the Kobold in the same session.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes.
That's always amazed me. Anyway, that's like what we do here on this channel. So as well as being horny. So let's go.
We do be horny though, says the asexual. So I'm objectively it's not being the subject of. Okay. Hi everybody. Last session we had some interesting things happen. They were informed about the conversation that was had with the Fenrir fanboy, Salir. The group are suitably suspicious of his intentions, and they also discuss the interesting parting words about the Dreadwolf. The dude's sus. To prepare for a night's sleep, free from assaults that one might expect in Antiva City, which is a place that is basically run by an assassin's guild. They set up wards and traps, and they take watches through the night. At one point, some shadowy figures are noticed in the gardens, and the group are awoken and are on high alert. Bella and Rylan go to investigate, sneak up on, and try to figure out what is actually going on with these shadowy figures. And Bella manages to go unseen, which is an impressive feat by some Antivan crows. There's a brief conversation. They thought the place was abandoned, but are informed otherwise. The group get their rest. They then head into the city to do some shopping, getting some breakfast foods and some slick threads. And eventually they go to the alienage, noting that they were being tailed at one point by somebody up on the rooftops. Bella runs into a member of her old crew, one that is still friendly towards her. but they leave before anybody actually sees them talking, as the ones who are not so friendly to her are not too far away. They then go to speak to the alienage elder. They do a catch up. They discuss the Dreadwolf, Bella's father briefly, and also the ways in which Bella can help the elves of her home. She leaves a lot of gold because you gals making bank, and the group leave better informed and with a very happy Bella. And that is where we left off. So we are halfway through a day. We've already achieved some things and gained some information. And there's a number of things that you still have to set out to do. A few of you each have things that you are hoping to achieve. What are we going to do next, everybody? You may wish to plan over some lunch. There are some great eateries around here.
Well, I did bring back a whole mess of groceries too.
You did. You were loaded up for a very hearty breakfast as well. If you want to just head back to your home base of naughty Uncle Rizzo's home.
Ophelia, I have a question for you. This is in character.
Yes.
If we find your dead uncle, is he gonna kick us out of his house?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Can he kick us out of his house if we kill him again?
I don't know.
Do the undead
Can he die again?
Do the undead have legal rights to their property?
Well, it's a very ethical and moral issue, but ideally I would want to bring him back where he belongs, in his resting place.
Oh,
Well,
that's right.
if the undeads are supposed to be in the necropolis and wills are supposed to still be enacted once they die, I would assume they would give up rights to all their property.
You would think this property is not quite where it should be in the registers, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
This is why I'm here to
Secret
fix
hideaway.
all of this.
This is you see this was his fuck house.
I'm sorry, his what?
This is his bachelor pad.
Yeah, this was his party house.
His
Shake
man cave.
Shack, if you will.
this is where he brought the bitches.
This is where he fucked.
Yeah. I mean, we
do
found the
not
letters.
particularly want to think of my uncle in that way.
Great uncle.
It was his summer home.
That he had to keep off the books.
Of course.
Are
We
you
all
just
have
allowed
summer
one
homes.
house?
Yeah.
I don't even have. Actually, I do actually have a home. Like I have an apartment. Like I do own property.
I technically don't have a home, but I kind of do. It was like built, but that happened recently, so I guess technically this would be my childhood home, though I kind of lived everywhere, so not that everyone has a home actually.
Have we found the deed of the house in the
You
papers?
say as you guys are walking out of the alienage where there's very visibly homeless people.
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone have a
Oof.
summer home?
Your experiences are not universal, Ophelia.
Technically, Ophelia doesn't have one either. She's just an acolyte. She hasn't earned that status yet.
No. You probably have a room.
Yeah, I have an apartment,
Yeah.
a room at the necropolis.
Listen, in Vancouver, that is you ball.
That's a home.
Like,
Yeah.
you got a shack in someone's backyard. You're doing well for yourself. Like,
4 walls and a roof? Man, you must be loaded.
Indoor plumbing? My
Wow.
god.
goodness.
The toilet's on the inside and not the outside of the house. Wow.
You don't just shit in a hole. Like, I mean,
How about-
technically we all shit in holes. Just some of them have running water.
Have water that runs through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How about
Delirious.
we get some lunch, and why don't I show you guys one of the more famous attractions of Antiva after? I do need to speak with someone.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all about attraction. Let's see what's around.
Emma, did I do a roll for searching necromancy when we were in the alienage?
You did. There were no necro vibes.
There's no
Just making
dead
sure I did
ends.
that before we leave.
Yeah.
Emma, does do brothels serve lunch?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a really good food, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to take you guys to a great place because I actually need to speak with someone. What was the name of where Mary's used to work? So the perfumed.
The perfume. Making me look it up again. It's the perfume something, yes.
It's the perfume.
You're-
So I
you're
got that
correct.
part right.
Yeah. Where are we?
Where are you?
Where are you? I'm so sorry. Right, okay, fuck. Sorry.
Mommy, are you
my
okay, buddy?
Control F perfume.
my internet is too Jesus. Too many tabs open. The bane of being a DM. And also just my brain with ADHD.
Yeah.
Too many tabs open. Which one's playing sound?
Romeo stretched and the blanket touched his toe beans and it scared him and he jumped. I'm sorry.
Anyway, while we're looking for that, we'll
I'm going to
the
take
page
you guys
still hasn't
to
opened. Oh, there we go.
a great lunch place.
Mhm.
You're going to love it. I think you'll really enjoy it, Robin, and you'll be able to probably
Perfume
make business
Spring.
there. It's called the Perfume Spring. And they're walking and talking.
Uh-huh.
They have really good food. The service is top notch, really.
Mm-hmm.
Best place to eat out, honestly.
The best place to eat out, really. And I feel like at that point, as she's saying that, she's just walked to the front of the perfume spring.
Tess! Like, sorry. Oh,
It's,
sorry. You're really excited. What?
Do they make
It's,
perfume here too?
I mean, they make something.
You guys see a building that is really quite beautiful, actually. A lot of the outside there's pillars that are white marble, beautiful flowing fabrics in soft colors, and it's got a welcoming kind of vibe to it. And it's it's one of those things where what you see is it looks like two mountains side by side with a beautiful spring of water trickling down it. Those of you who may know what you're looking for, it's a bit suggestive, actually. But it maybe if you're not looking for that, it just looks like the signage of the perfume spring. There are some people coming and going. And there are people on the outside that are like any kind of venue. Perhaps they would have some manner of security, not in a very heavily armored, giving off aggressive vibes of don't fuck with us, but they're armed. They're armed, and they're having conversations with a patron or two, or with each other. Looks are given to you all as you enter, but you're kind of nodded inside. And it's the opening floor gives the impression that what you were walking into is some kind of lavish tavern, almost. There are tables and chairs, people who are sat drinking together. There is a raised area where there are some musicians playing music. It's nice. It's kind of pretty. There's a harp and a little lute and stuff, and some drums, and it's gentle kind of vibes. And there are numerous people who are not naked, but certainly suggestively dressed. Who are maybe draped on the arm of a chair, or sitting in a lap, or just, generally just conversing with people and having a good time. Hashtag just brothel things.
Listen.
Those of you who are socially aware are gonna kind of pick up on what you've just walked into. I feel like even Arlen, given where because your aunt works in. I mean, it's more of a does. It's not actually a brothel. It's a strip club. Yeah, but to that end, you're not an idiot to this kind of thing, you know. Ophelia, I can't imagine you've seen the inside of one of these before. It's up to you if you figured out what's going on or not. But
has Cheryl seen a brothel before?
I mean, I'm looking for the buffet at this point.
They have really good food, let me tell you.
Yeah, you don't see a buffet table out, but you do see people eating. So it's clear that there will be a menu of some sort for you to order food. Yeah. Certainly.
Would
people eating,
would I know anyone here, given that my brother used to work here, and I figure at least while she was here, she would have like visited.
Yeah, there probably are people who will know of you because they'll certainly know Marius very well and know you through association. There's probably some people who joined work here after you left Antiva, sure. But there's enough people where they kind of see you and they give a bit of a wave, a look of recognition, and there is a woman who approaches you all and gives a smile and smiles to you, Bella. You do recognize her as the one of the main people who runs this place. Her name is what? Did I give her a name already? Camilla. That was her. Camilla. Hello, dear.
How are you?
Long time no see.
I know, you're looking marvelous, though.
Oh, you're too kind. Are we here for business? A visit? I mean, I'm assuming Marius is not here any longer.
No, he's not. No. But I wanted to show my friends the sights. Besides the sights in here, the food is also amazing.
Of course.
So I wanted to share that with them. And I'm also looking... Does a Naaman still work here?
Occasionally, yes. Not as much as they used to. But they will come and go. Not today. I can send word if you need to.
If you could do that for me, Camilla, that would be so perfect. I would be so gracious for you.
Naturally. Are we just here for food, everybody? Which of the two menus will I be bringing to your table?
I say food menus for everyone, and another one for my friend here. She'll point to Robin.
Yeah. You know what? I can use that too. Honestly, I can't decide if I'm gonna have to look at your menu.
She will have both menus.
Please, yeah.
Is it a food menu and a drink menu? Because I would like to have the other one too, if it's a drink menu.
It is a food menu and a
food
menu.
And a pussy menu, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have a little bit of everything here,
a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
or
she does like tall, big people.
Right. Well, I'm sure we'll have something to cater to everybody's taste today. Lily here, and she'll kind of, you see her ushering a young elven woman towards you guys, and she kind of nods in understanding and picks up a few things and shows you to a table. So you're given a table large enough for your party. And there are some menus with some really quite nice food. I don't know if you guys have been to like high-end Mediterranean restaurants, but like just the good, you know.
The good. Best kebabs.
Yeah, so there's some exotic things on the menu, certainly. I'm happy for you guys to kind of make up as you go along about what you're really feeling food-wise. And some uneven staples. The drinks are on the food menu on the back. Some delicious desserts as well, if you're feeling so inclined. And then the other menu is for their other kind of delicious desserts. And you can see that there's a tiered price range depending on what you are looking for, and they have like much like an actual food menu where you have the name of the dish and then it kind of has like a little blurb underneath it about what it is that is in the meal. It's similar to that end in that it kind of lets you know what all is involved in each of their clientele.
I think I'm gonna take it. Just get a glance on that secondary menu and just,
Yeah,
as I read,
yeah.
just slowly turn a different shade of red until I just place it down, push it away, and then just grab the menu, flip it to the drinks, and just start choosing a few items of drinkage.
I would have gotten you another menu, the second menu, Ophelia, but I figured you weren't really interested in that.
I'm not sure where we are.
Oh, dear, this is a brothel.
Oh, I see.
This is where my brother used to work.
As a server, of course.
Definitely.
Oh, no,
he definitely
he
served
was-
some people.
Oh, he served all
He
right.
served. Marius, can you serve? I mean, the country. Oh.
Yeah, no, he was
Definitely
you
provided services.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, your brother was top tier on that
Yeah.
menu. He was
This
Yeah.
is where my brother Marius used to work. He was top tier.
elite snack.
Elite snack. VIP only.
SS rank.
Yeah.
S tier, yeah.
S tier. Thank you. That's the one I was looking for.
Listen.
She'll just look at like the food side and order something she thinks looks familiar, maybe a little dessert and a cordial. Just like
But the
menu back, be like, and we're done.
But the food here, it really is incredible, though, I will say. And the service is amazing. The regular kind as well.
She's just giving you a blank look, like, what?
I
No
don't
idea
understand
what
the
you're
analogy.
talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, Ophelia.
I mean, the girl grew up sheltered her entire life. Occasionally, she knows what that word is. She knows what the establishment is. Has she ever been near one? Absolutely.
Now she's in one.
Yeah, now she's in one. Never been so inclined to be in one before.
Yeah.
Surprise!
It's a lovely establishment, really.
Yeah, her experiences with sex are catching mages boinking, you know, in the necropolis. And, you know.
With each
Boink,
other
of course.
or with...
I mean, let's not go there, but yeah, usually with each other.
Oh.
I mean, you did have the guy who
I did ask
accidentally let Rizzo out.
Was it Connell?
Connell, yeah,
So
was
it's like-
having a bit of a dalliance with an elven servant, yeah.
Asked him if it was a person and not a
Yeah.
resident.
Corpse, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, of course I wasn't
Horrified.
I'm gonna flag our waitress so I can put my order in, and I'm gonna just make sure that I have good drinks.
Yeah,
I
you do get good drinks.
I want
The tallest beer you have.
Slovaki, I think that'd be great. And goat cheese stuffed dates, please.
Mmm.
Get it.
Yeah.
For the yaki,
sounds-
and then the lamb for the entree. I still haven't decided on my dessert. We'll see how full I am when I'm done.
I'll have what she's having. I'll share with the rest of the table. Not you.
Mhm.
You will eat your stuff.
We'll have a
I know
nice
you don't
spread.
share food.
Yeah. You could probably get, there are
Style.
tapas options, basically, where you can kind of get a little bit of everything. And
Yeah.
while you guys are waiting and you've got the menu, you get some really nice bread with some olive oil and balsamic to like dip it in
Mhm,
and some
mhm.
olives and stuff. So yeah, you
Yeah.
get some things to snack on while you're looking at your menus. Yeah. So mm?
Did we catch the eye of anyone? Is anyone currently spying on us per se?
You can roll a perception check.
Oh,
May
let's
I
see how
roll
good
one
that
as
is.
well?
Yes. Are we just looking for general people who are looking at you in a sus way, or
I'm looking at people who are just. I'm not looking for sus. I'm looking for people who are just interested in us, as in we're not the usual clientele. So they are not interested, but they are curious
sure?
about us.
Go
I
ahead and
am
roll.
looking for people who are looking at us a little sus.
And I
Not-
got a 17.
Nice.
did.
God, I'm gonna probably. What am I looking, searching, or seeing? Seeing. Right?
Yeah, seeing.
I wanted
Searching
to
is looking
try
for hidden
smelling,
things
but I'm not sure I
specifically.
want to use
15.
that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay, they're both they're both good. Dragon Age numbers are different to D&D numbers, remember? These are both very good. So there's people who are looking at you. You're aware, Arlen, you start to clue into the people who are clearly just workers here that are trying to like catch eyes and give little waves and trying to get some business, basically. Nobody is necessarily looking at you in an untoward way. And what you'll notice, Arlen, with what you're trying to look for is that there's actually like a huge spread of people and groups who are very diverse as well. So while you guys may be used to traveling places and sticking out like a sore thumb because you're very clearly got main character energy, and the unusual mix of characters when everyone's just like a group of humans, you know. This place is actually incredibly diverse. So if anything, you don't stand out here. Not really.
Everybody
Oh.
here has main character energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all got their own stories.
Yeah. What you'll notice, I'll say, Arlen, you probably noticed first, but Bella, you will clue in very quickly. As a petite, dark-skinned human woman comes toddling over to you guys. You know when people like run on their tiptoes with like.
It's the bimbo run.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I love
As a
bimbos.
body is projecting themselves towards you very quickly, with a high-pitched squeal, and Bella, you'll kind of turn around and notice, as a woman that you do know because she was incredibly close with Marius actually, when she was here. Her name is Orlana. I'll just show the party. Sorry, we can't share the stuff with you guys. Just don't use people's art that you don't have permission for. Equally, I need visual aids. So she's got a really beautiful head of afro hair, lovely skin, and it is really quite a revealing, thin,
translucent.
Yeah, basically, dress on. The most opaque part of it is the belt, which is the bit of her body that you don't need to. It doesn't matter that it's being hidden. As she comes scampering over, to throw her arms around you, Bella.
Oh, she just opens her arms and puts a just big hug.
Didn't know you were coming, Bella.
Oh, hi. If I would have sent word if I had time. How are you, my dear?
So good. So good. How is that? New friends.
Yes, everyone. This is Arlana, dear friend of Marius and I. Arlana, this is everyone. This is my friend Ophelia, my friend Robin, Arland, and Sharon.
Hi,
Lift
everybody.
my
More
drink
than
to
just
her.
my friend, really.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. Bella pulled me out of a catfish.
A catfish?
I did.
It was
How
very
did you
big.
fit in one?
They
I mean,
can
I know
grow
they're
very
big, but they're not.
They
Really?
can grow.
They get super big. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
One of these days, I will pull her out of something that's trying to eat her. Unconsensually.
Well,
Not consensually, at least.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know how you would manage to fit in the mouth of somebody in a consensual way. Maybe a giant. if you're into that kind of thing. Anyway, hi everybody.
I like
How
her.
are you doing? She's very lovely. How are things around here?
Great. Yeah, they're great. I mean, I'm missing Mari so much. But
he will visit whenever he gets the chance, I promise.
Oh, that would be great. How's he doing?
He's doing great. I don't know if you were here for the day that he left.
Yes, I was here when he left here. No, when he left the whole city.
Yeah. And GM, to my knowledge, what happened was when he was leaving the city, or was he?
It was when he was leaving the
establishment?
city. So
Okay.
not when he was leaving the establishment. This was leaving the city. He was going to board the ship, and the
Mhm.
guy came to try and stop that, and a fight broke out because of that. So she maybe it's fairly realistic that she wouldn't
Yeah.
have necessarily
Yeah.
known about that part. She will have known, however, that he had a stalker. Like that is something that they will have been aware of because they had to up security in the brothel itself.
Arlana, dear, I know you may not have knowledge of everything, but unfortunately, Marius did come into an accident before he could leave Antiva. He's fine now. He recovered.
Did anything happen? Is he?
Well,
I mean, did he? Was it? What happened?
I would think you'd be aware of a certain person that was maybe a little too into Marius while he was
Oh, that guy. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I am aware of him.
Well, unfortunately, we found out that Marius is leaving and intercepted him at the shipyard.
Oh, I had no idea.
Grievously wounded one of the people I hired to get him back, and wounded Marius themselves.
Oh. How badly?
Well, my now friend, who I had sent to pick him up, no longer has a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes, that's a lovely woman, fiance to my friend here. Points to Arlen.
Oh, that's nice. But also that's sad because I'm sorry.
And Marius did have quite deep cut across his chest.
Oh.
Now, I know how much you care for Marius, and I would obviously pay you quite well if you could tell me anything about this person. I have some information, but you were here.
Yes. Well, gosh, I'm not sure what would be useful for you. He's one of the merchant princes. Which and she'll kind of indicate to the rest of you. I don't know how well you know how Antiva runs. Technically, we have a royal family, but they don't really rule anything. It's the merchants that. So he's one of those. So clearly very powerful, but he never seemed very well liked. He would sometimes come here to spend time originally with people. They would have meetings here, and you could tell they didn't seem to like him very much. When you're just tolerating someone's company for business sake, or for the contacts, or because he's powerful and not actually because you like him. So forced laughter and what have you. And then Marius caught his eye, so he arranged to spend time with Marius as often as he could. He did get a little forceful with it, not when he was spending the time with Marius, but if he came in and other people were spending time with Marius, he would object rather visibly and audibly, and tried to start altercations with Camilla about, wanting to have like a standing order basically where he just kept paying so that Marius was always free for him, and she was like, that's not how that works. So security was up here, and he got quieter. There was less problems fairly recently, just before Marius left. And honestly, when Marius told me that he was leaving to go and be with you where you were, I was very happy for him. Not just because he was going to get to go and see you and what have you, and he seemed very happy about that, but also because, he could get some time away from that situation.
Yeah.
It's one of the difficult sides of our job is when people that we're not overly fond of, and we have to pretend that we are.
Yeah.
So it's not easy for Mari, but he was very good at what he did. So he was always likable and affable.
Isn't he always?
Mm.
He was the more likable one of the two of them.
Well, it depends what you're into. Some people like a woman who looks like she's going to rip your balls off.
I readjust myself.
I am aware of that, dear. But you haven't come into any trouble yourself, have you?
No.
Anyone you need me to look at?
Hmm?
Anyone you need me to look at?
No, I'm fine.
If you... Has he been here after Marius left?
No. Well, there was once that he came, but it was a meeting between a few of them that they were having here. So he was here for that meeting, but he hasn't been here for any business with us.
All right.
By the way, this entire time, has she been standing?
No, she came in.
Yeah, in my head, Bella kind of pulled her to the side. It's got like an arm over her, like friends,
Okay.
not necessarily flirting, but like
Yeah.
friends.
No, I think she probably sat beside you guys.
Yeah.
Good. Otherwise, I would offer her a seat at this point. I don't want her to just stand.
Bella's got that kind of my little brother's best friend type of vibe, where she's got like a little protective over her.
Yeah.
She knew Marius and her were close. All right. Well, would you like to stay here and accompany us for lunch?
I mean, only if it's not an intrusion.
How would you all feel?
Oh, I'm happy to have more company.
Yeah, sure.
So now's the best time for us to start talking about state secrets, right? She's read in. She's good.
I mean,
my lips are sealed.
Arlana is very good at keeping things on the down low. She knows how the city works. And snitches do be getting stitches, let me tell you.
I don't really have any secrets that I can tell. I mean, that's the whole point of a secret.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty much the point of a secret, no?
Yep. It is the whole point. So, I mean, What about you? Do you have any secrets?
So many.
Have any you can tell?
That's why her hair is so big. That's where all her secrets are.
I keep them all in here.
I like poof out my hair. Just poofs it out. There we go. I understand.
So many.
Like,
this line of work tends to come with secrecy. It's always, not always, but secrets tend to slip in and out when you're in the height of pleasure.
Oh.
We do
Does that mean
gather.
Arlen would be a good spy.
I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna be here with my drink then.
My poor pretty little head wouldn't understand all of their secrets anyway.
I'm gonna snicker a little bit and
A
just
lovely little
just shut
girl.
up.
She doesn't understand the way the big world works.
No.
She'll just give her a wink.
Mhm.
Oh, I did want to ask you, how is Anarin?
Fine. They're not here all too often anymore.
I've been told.
Mhm. But they seem
Please.
okay.
Were they acting in any way strange before?
Before what?
Before Marius left.
No.
During this whole altercation with this merchant prince.
No. They seemed downcast after he left. But not strange. I just assumed they were really missing him.
Oh.
But knowing what happened, I suppose they're maybe just feeling a bit guilty that it happened.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be seeing them soon. I had another question that left my mind.
All right. What all are you here for, everyone? Are we here for different things? Not here, like the place, but the city.
Enjoying the sights so far.
Mm.
And the foods, especially the foods.
You're Ferelden, I take it.
Very.
I mean, anywhere is better than Ferelden food, to be honest.
It's Ferelden plus, though.
Ferelden plus, okay. So do they know how to flavor their food properly in the plus places?
Well,
yeah. Better than Ferelden in general.
We have nothing but the best spices, salt and pepper.
Okay, but like legitimately, I know this is like an Arlay thing, but I will say that the Avar has the best cheese.
Oh.
It's really good out there. It's just a whole wheel of cheese. They just yeet it on you.
I mean, sometimes we make
goat cheese.
Yeah. And also,
sometimes our wheels of cheese are as big as Robin because we produce.
And don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself short, Orlin. I noticed that in your cuisine, one, you use a lot of tubulars such as garlic and onion. And the thing is, here's the secret. Those are seasonings.
Oh, I know, but I'm not from Ferelden, so I can.
Technically, you are.
No, I'm from the mountains. Outside of Ferelden, okay?
Okay, yeah.
We're different than the lowlanders. We prepare our food with nothing but the best ingredients that we grow ourselves.
Yeah. Because they really
Goat's
don't
cheese
like
and salt and pepper.
Cheese and onions and potatoes.
And onions.
Lots of thyme and rosemary because they grow really well out there in the mountains. Mint and oregano, they all grow out there.
I thought it was oregano. I've been pronouncing that word wrong my entire life.
I could be pronouncing it wrong because I'm French in real life. I don't know.
Yeah. I pronounce it oregano. I'm assuming you can pronounce it either way.
We in Europe call it oregano because
oregano.
It's like aluminium. What are you talking about?
Aluminum. I swear, don't even.
Or garage.
Squirrel. We're gonna get rid of all of the letters and suggest it's just one syllable.
Yeah. Garage.
I have thoughts and feelings. Good for you with your onions then. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's
first of
adorable.
all,
I
here's
can't
the thing.
even.
Look at him, and I just like
Uh-huh.
you. Do you think that they would grow this big if they weren't fed well?
I guess you're right, but you can eat a lot and it not be good food.
Yeah.
But like, why would you eat a lot if it's not good?
I don't know. Ask for all the people.
They very canonically cook all of their food together until it turns a kind of gray and then eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Alistair. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying Antivan food.
The migas
You know-
is especially delicious.
Mhm. Arlana, Robin sells cosmetics and beauty products and hair products,
I do. And oils.
Really?
oils.
Mhm.
Wow.
She actually provides for one of the brothels. I think it's in Ferelden, right?
Where the dwarf author's from.
Kirkwall.
Kirkwall.
I provide for a Kirkwall brothel.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's really exciting.
I
Do
didn't
you have
bring-
anything?
I didn't bring samples with me. I'm actually out.
She usually has
The
samples.
only thing that I have is this perfume that I've just formulated. And I like hand it to her for her to smell. Here, go ahead. Have a try. Do you like it? It's very
What
musky.
does it smell like?
It's kind of smells like the dew of the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Morning dew.
very fresh.
Yeah. That came from a bear ball sack.
Oh,
A great bear. We killed it.
typically
that
things
is-
found in ball sacks don't smell like this.
No, they don't. But if you formulate those pheromones correctly, it smells like that.
She's very good at what she does, Arlana.
Yeah. And I don't know, but I have noticed that when I sprayed it on bugs, for example, they get more action. So
Sprayed this on bugs.
yeah.
Interesting.
That's like your first test subject, and then you have to go to like mice, and then people. Like you have to make sure it doesn't like burn you, right?
I see.
Yeah.
So
But bugs.
if I spray eau de balsac on me, I will
You'll be fine. You could get really good
attract
tips.
more.
Yeah,
I already get really good
You
tips.
get
Thank
better
you very
tips.
much.
You would get better tips.
I'll give it a try.
cool. That's a free sample. How about it?
Thank you.
Don't call a bear ball sack though. Call it
Morning dew.
morning dew.
Or you call it scrotum.
No, that's a terrible pun. Like,
Yes.
You just sound like you're saying scrotum, which is balls. I don't.
Yeah.
I know.
That does
I
not.
think myself very hilarious.
That doesn't hide the fact that it comes from a ball sack. Like,
Okay.
I got a question.
More
Are there any
you.
Nah, you're probably not the person to ask me this. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyone we should be wary of here?
All the time, everyone.
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
whalers?
Whalers?
Yeah,
Mm,
whalers.
no, not that I know of. There's a few pirates over there. I don't know if they catch whales.
So always
People
look out
work
for
the ships.
anyone, everywhere in Antiva.
Yeah. There are some brothels closer to the dock side that probably cater to those who work on the ships.
It's just that Orca seaman makes an incredible hair gel.
I imagine most
Mhm.
seamen would
There
do the
is an
job.
interesting consistency to that, though. And I'm just like eating my food, like it doesn't bother me like whatsoever.
Celia looking throughout this entire conversation.
She is just quiet and sipping her drink and kind of not making eye contact.
Your food is brought out, by the way, and it is a delicious spread of food.
Then she is just not engaged, just like she can't even focus. She's not even practicing her necromancy looking for her uncle. She's just like, I'm uncomfortable.
Ophelia, I'm sorry, are you uncomfortable here?
I'll be fine. The food is quite delicious.
That's not the question I was asking.
This is not my usual environment, but the food is up to par, yes.
So, would it bother you if we continued to have breakfast in such establishments?
I think that I would get used to it.
Do you want to get used to it?
I don't know that I have an answer to that question
I'm
at
just
this
trying to make
exact
sure
moment.
that you're going to be consensual through this endeavor.
I mean,
because for doing it one time is a little funny, and I look at Bella, it's a little funny,
A little bit, yeah.
But after once, if it makes you sad or upset, then it's not funny. It's just kind of mean.
well, I wouldn't say that I'm sad
Okay.
or upset.
Okay.
I
A new
feel like
experience.
there's a lot more skin than I'm used to seeing at the moment, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Interesting.
I mean, it's not too different from working with the bodies I used to work with.
It is different when they are dead.
Or is it?
Yes.
I see a lot of dead erections. It just happens. And these are warm.
How many dead erections have you seen?
Every dude I've killed has died with an erection.
Oh,
I think
that's
that has
impressive.
to do more with you, dear.
The thing is,
There's been a handful of men that... Yeah. I'm not
and
going to lie.
I say this I'm not saying this out of attraction. It's just something that happens to dead people when they die. You just some people shit themselves. Some people just.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have gone in life without knowing this.
See, now you're gonna check.
Are you wondering which one you're going to
Yeah,
be? I
gotta now.
You're gonna wonder, am I gonna shit myself? Am I gonna get an erection when I die?
Or both.
Potentially both.
We can
Whatever
see now,
happens,
Arlen, you're gonna check every man that you killed to see if an erection has happened. You're gonna think about it, and you're gonna be like, you're just gonna look down, and you're gonna, at some point, you're gonna be like, I don't know if he just doesn't have one, or if it's just a really small one.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Raiders. We're talking about dead people and erections. How are you?
Oh,
thank you so much, Girls Run These Worlds, for the rain.
What
You're
is more girl
definitely
power than
as-
being at a brothel, hanging out with a girlfriend, you know?
Just normal stuff happening, talking about dead people with
Just-
when they
just-
die.
Brothel banter, you know.
Brothel
Just some
banter.
brothel banter. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Over me gas and paella and everything delicious.
Yeah.
Literally nothing bothers Robin.
You
Yeah.
get used to her, Ophelia.
It's if you just see it as people having conversations, nobody's here necessarily putting things in your face unless you want them to. So
Everything
Just
that
see-
happens here is very consensual.
And that
Just see
is
it
why
as-
I am fine at the moment.
well, maybe this is just something to broaden your horizons a little.
You do need to broaden your horizons, Ophelia. She's been a little sequestered acolyte her entire life.
Oh, were you like a circle mage?
You could put it that way, yes.
I see. Well, that's it's. Are you happy that you have freedom now to just, be a mage in the world now?
She's kind of quiet for a moment because she's giving Bella a look like, you had told me before that I need to not broadcast that I'm a mage, and here you are telling this person I don't know that I'm a mage. And I'm
she
like,
made the assumption of mage,
Acolyte.
and then you confirmed.
what other kind of acolytes are?
That's what I.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought
they're
acolyte was
mages.
just a word for people who do study. I don't fucking know.
It's
You
for
could have been
mages.
an
Satan
acolyte
doesn't
from
know
the
what
church,
words are.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Well,
okay. She's really
Well-
good at keeping secrets.
I've known a few mages in my time. I don't mind it.
Well, I am enjoying my freedom thus far.
Just not all the titties on show.
I'm just not sure how I feel about that.
That's okay. Everybody figures that out in their own time. And some people discover all of their lives that they're just not that into it, And that's okay as well.
And then some of us are into all of it.
Well, there was a boy once, but we didn't get very far.
Aw.
Oh.
But I don't think that I'm attracted to women, if that was your question.
Oh, no. That wasn't the question. But that's nice that you had someone. Was it like a crush? Did you find your heart getting little flutters with him?
Yes, perhaps a little bit more than a crush, but
Oh, did other things flutter as well?
she turns bright red.
I tried to imagine what would flutter.
She's just red.
Don't worry about it, Arlen. She puts her hand onto your face and just kind of does the shushing thing.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
I'll shut up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, but that's cute. Do you
What
still know him?
happened?
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't know what happened to him.
What's his name?
I would rather not talk about it right now, if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
Just got back from Guardians of the
Mhm.
Galaxy. This will definitely be more entertaining.
Well, it's nice that you had that experience, and maybe some of the gentlemen here will have your heart and whatever else fluttering in due time.
I will say, Ophelia, I actually, my first time was also at a brothel. Mind you, it wasn't with someone who worked here. It was with someone who came as a client. I also didn't work at the brothel, but we hit it off so well that we went home together, which meant that I ended up in a very long political scandal because he was the noble and didn't know me. And
A certain Mr. Jacoby.
Jacoby.
yeah, and then after that, but the thing is what I'm saying is sometimes it is convenient to learn what you enjoy sexually without love being in the way, and that's sometimes what these places can provide for that. It's
Plus,
it can be an educational experience.
It's people that know what they're doing
Yeah.
and know how to take care of you.
It's also totally okay that because some people are just not into anything sexually.
true.
And once there's something empowering in knowing that of yourself.
And there are some people who are not into anything romantically, but are just into things sexually. And some people who aren't interested in things sexually, but sometimes romantically. And some neither. And, sometimes you just need to scratch an itch.
Just giving you a blank stare, like not processing the wall of stuff you just said. Like, what?
For example, I need an itch scratched for my dessert, and I was thinking of the cheesecake. I was thinking the lime.
A cheesecake with a beefcake.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And yes. And I'll see y'all later. Like, it has been some time, and I don't know how to ask Ryland if he wants to do it. So.
It's really, it's probably not hard at all to ask him.
You know what? That is true, but I don't know. It feels strange because he's on the payroll. Like,
He's on my payroll, not yours.
that is true. You know what? Maybe it's just because it's been a while, and I need to go get the itch scratched to get my confidence again, and that's
You
what I'm,
go have that cheesecake with the beefcake. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Look there she is right now. I'll see you later.
Well, that was unexpected. Actually, no,
Was
it
it really?
expected. No, you're
Yeah.
right. It was expected.
It was very expected. Why do you think I got through the 2 menus? But I mostly just wanted to come here, make sure everyone was alright. You were alright. I want to speak to an Aaron if possible. I think Camilla sent word, but I don't know if they'll be here today.
Yeah. I don't know really.
But thank you so much for your company.
Of course.
I'm really glad that you're doing well, Arlana. And I'll make sure to send word to Marius about you. If there's anything you want me to say, or a letter, or any gifts or something, I can pass that over.
How long are you here for?
Probably for a few more days.
Okay. I'll write a letter. And then
Okay.
if you can take that with you, that would be
I
great.
will take that with me. Yeah.
Okay. Has he got work over there? I don't
Oh,
really
yes.
know how the Fereldans.
There is a
it.
place. It's not necessarily a brothel, but it is more of a peep show type of place called the Glitter Factory. Arlen's
Wow.
aunt actually works there.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
She's a wonderful entrepreneur who, for
Is
a long
she-
time, I thought she was making glitter, but I was proven wrong.
The name can lead some people astray.
Well, hopefully your aunt is looking after Marius.
Oh yes, she put him to work. He's earning a good living.
He's
Like-
a hard-working boy.
Yes, he is a hard working boy.
Don't say that about my brother. It sounds weird coming from you, Arlen.
No, I mean he works hard.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's always been quite enterprising.
he
so-
has been.
I'm glad
Right.
he's found some success.
And
I'm
sometimes he
hoping-
comes to my shop and he's really good with his hands, so he helps me with the wood.
He does have an
I
actual
don't know if-
shop.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
Right, I'm a carpenter.
good for
by-
Marius, I guess, you know?
Arlen is the carpenter.
Oh, I see. No double entendre there then.
No.
It's a quite literal wood shop.
Yeah, it is called Arlen's Wood Shop, so you know.
You should consider you would make excellent business, I imagine.
I mean, as a carpenter, you mean here or?
I make sure that they are well advertised. They often have their shirts off when they're working. You would make good money here too.
Yeah. You should
I-
charge people for just coming and watching the work.
I mean, hold on.
Watcher's fee, observer's fee.
Yes.
I need to talk to my aunt then.
You should work at a glitter factory and do a show where you're just like sawing wood.
Just splitting wood with an axe.
Yeah.
I
Sanding it
could
down.
be sanding with.
Yeah, polishing that wood. Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, polishing wood at the end of a project is very satisfying that you can really apply the coda. Oh, that's not what you meant.
I love
agree.
that you and I have the same face going on right now.
Well, you and I have similar jobs often. Clearly just with different kinds of wood.
If you ever come by Ferelden for reasons, I'm pretty sure I can introduce you to my aunt to see you how the not the job how the business is going. Maybe
How
something
the
can.
Fereldans do it.
Yeah.
Rough it with the dog lords.
No,
Doesn't
she
mean
doesn't
too
have any
bad.
dogs.
Oh. I like him.
I knew you would.
Hmm.
But
Well, I should go.
Go
But it was
away.
really great to see
It
you
was good to
and
see
to
you.
meet you all, and hope that your friend achieves a very satisfying end to their day.
She will. But it was lovely to see you. I do not want to keep you from work. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Arlana.
Of course.
She'll pay a tip so that her time wasn't wasted.
Okay.
I was gonna ask for that, but if you're taking care of it, then
I mean, you can take care of it, Arlen. You have more money than me, probably.
okay.
She'll just put her hand out to Arlen.
What? But am I not paying her?
Yes, I'm going to
Okay.
give it
I don't know. I give like how much money do I have? Okay. I give you like 3 gold.
Oh,
I don't know.
so generous.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I know. Arlen, not
Mhm.
sure.
Arlen
This
might
is
not know.
metal coins. Here you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. It was very kind. And if any of you need anything at all before you leave, just let me know.
If
Happy
you
to help.
hear anything, let me know when I stop by. I move to pick up the letter, yeah?
Anything about something in particular?
The little problem child that Marius had to deal with.
Oh, him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm going to lean over Bella and do a bit of a stage whisper at this point, since I can't really whisper.
Hmm.
Do you think she would know anything about what we're looking for?
Regarding both of us and a specific organization?
Yes. I'm also looking for my man too.
Your man is my man.
Okay. We can share in the beating.
That's what I was asking her in the beginning. It's
Ah,
the
okay.
stalker that Marius
That's who
had.
Bruno is. Yeah, the
Yeah.
stalker. It's the same guy. Well, I will let you know.
Thank you, dear. Or if you
Oh.
hear of anyone that has a specific vendetta against them, maybe you can shrink your hair a little bit and share in your secrets with me.
I know a few people that work for him, so if that is useful.
That is very useful, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Let me know and I'll hook you up with them.
I'll send
Mm.
word.
Okay. Enjoy your day, everybody.
Bye, dear.
And she will scamper off to go about her business. Robin, what kind of dessert are you having?
Sorry, I'm just having technical difficulties. Like,
Oh, that's okay.
as in, like, OBS is not even appearing on my screen.
Oh.
I think we're still live because OBS.
We
is
are still
Yep.
live.
Still live.
But like OBS is the application is not appearing on the window. Like,
It, much like Ophelia, is having a 404 error.
As far as that goes, Robin is having a beefcake, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like, here's the thing. Probably the elf girl that's lifting the most.
Okay.
Doesn't want anything too tall today, but definitely some strongs.
Sure.
And is not looking, and is looking more into like pleasure than which is why I've chosen a girl. Like,
Yeah.
and
A little bit more delicate.
Listen, even though I'm pretty sure every man here knows where the clitoris is, I just need a special touch.
I think it's
Wait,
part of
I'm
the
the
job.
only man.
It's a requirement.
Yeah,
as
it
you
is a
apply for the job.
requirement. Yes.
I understand. Yes, you're able to find yourself a strong elfin lady,
Yeah.
who will take care of you and no bother. Very good. Is there anything else the rest of you are hoping to achieve here at the brothel?
For the brothel itself, that was it. But she will have. She does want to speak like plans to get this guy with the group. With some of the information they already have and whatever Rylan is bringing them back.
Okay.
That'll be later.
Yes. You would know that if it's something that you require, you would easily be given private chamber to have that meeting where you can still be in the luxury of the perfumed spring, but given the privacy that you need, should you require it. Before you guys leave, everybody's Denerim native best boy does arrive, seemingly having found you, with news to deliver. But on that note, I feel like now would be a perfect time for us to take our break because we're almost at our halfway point.
I mean, as soon as I can figure out where OBS is so we can go on break. That is just kind of the thing, is that I'm actually I'm looking it up right now.
We will be live forever. And
Okay,
ever.
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's
Hold
holding
on.
This turns
everybody
into a
hostage.
mukbang as we have
Yeah,
our lunch
I
and
Found
dinner
it.
here.
Found it. All right. Okay. We will be back. All right. Sup, nerds, nose. Sup, noses. We're back. We're talking
Nerd
about
noses.
Yeah, we're talking about how attracted we are to people with cool noses. Like, it's I do like a good nose. But no, we're back. Just a head up, we're all snacking too. So if you're the kind of person that can't deal with that, I'm sorry. This is my space, and I let people eat food because it's not good to not eat food. So, all right. Anyway, take it away, friends. Like,
According to my dog, I should give her all my food.
fair. Fair.
Always. That's
Okay.
true.
Excuse me. All right. So, your
Best Berlin boy.
Dunham, yeah, best Dunham boy, has arrived. Kind of does that thing where he comes in, he's pointed out where you are, he goes to walk towards you, gets a little distracted by some of the people on the way. You see him like
Bell's
following someone.
eyes up here.
Hey.
Hi.
Right. Hi. This place is
Just in
great.
This is where Marius used to work.
Nice.
Yeah. Why don't I'm going to see if Camilla can get us a private room for all of us. We can move our food in there. Calm
Okay.
down, Rylan. Calm down.
Sorry. Just a bit distracted.
That's all right. That's why we're moving to a private room. You can come back out and do whatever you want after.
Okay.
No, I sent him to my room.
Robin is somewhere doing whatever she wants. She's having a cheesecake with a beefcake.
Nice. I
Yeah.
can respect that.
Yeah. I
Is
think
she having
might...
cheesecake on the beefcake?
I mean,
Probably.
who knows? Probably.
I can respect that.
I think you two will have an interesting conversation later. Anyway, she's gonna stand up and look for Camilla.
Okay. Apologies for the yawning, by the way. It's just we're experiencing very low pressure here in the UK, so it makes me very yawny.
Same.
There's no oxygen in the room. All right. Yes. We'll kind of hold on to his stuff, keep his jacket on, instead of getting comfortable at the table. You're able to go and speak to Camilla about a private room, and she agrees to allow you to have one on the house, the private room. Sometimes people would have to pay for such privileges, but given your connection,
Thank you so
he's
much.
happy to
Camilla.
waive that fee, of course.
By the way, can you send word to somebody else for me?
If I can.
Mr. Salier.
What would you like sent to him?
To meet us here whenever it's convenient for him. As soon as possible. Really?
As soon as possible. Is it urgent?
Not an emergency, just information discussions.
High priority, but not emergency.
Yes. He gets me so well, Camilla.
It is my job to know people.
Hmm.
Yes, I can. I did have words sent to Anarin's home, but I'm not sure.
It's alright.
how
I did not
quickly
catch
that
them.
is.
Yeah, I'll catch them at the Elliot Bench. No worries. Low pressure today in Antigua, yeah?
Yeah, right. The rain's coming in,
The
so.
rain's coming in.
All right. I will handle those things. If you just go the back room that's past the snug with the big fireplace, the one behind there, you can go there.
Thank you, darling. And she will kind of like lead everyone there, past the room, past the thingamabob. I thought you said a fireplace nug or something. I'm like, that's not what she said. That's not what they said at all. But I'm just gonna continue.
A snug is when you have taverns or inns or bars or whatever, and they've got a small like side room that's perhaps a little more comfortable. Is often called a snug, at least in like old school pubs over here. And by old school, I mean like they were actually nearly as old as the Middle Ages. So you are you can find the small room. It is beyond the one with the big fireplace, so towards the back. It's smaller than some of the other private rooms, but some of them are quite large for you to take like private meals. Some of them have like big dining tables in them, so you've got one that is appropriate to the size and of the company that you're having. But you're able to take your stuff, whatever food maybe you still have that is on your plates, and some drinks, and your company through to this smaller, more comfortable. It's more like lounge chairs.
A lounge area.
Yes.
By the way, Ophelia, I remember that mage we told you about the other day. Clear.
Yes, the one that I noticed from a distance.
Yes.
The other night.
I sent word to him. We will to speak with him over some stuff. He might be able to help you with if he saw your uncle dear. So whenever he gets here, I'll let you know so that you can come with me. Yeah.
Oh, very well.
Plus, I'd like for you to kind of check his vibes out. I don't know. It's like mage to mage. I don't know. I don't know how magic works.
Well, I can tell that he's a mage. Not sure I can tell much more than that. I could probably tell if he studies the same type of magic I do, but I think that'll be quite rare out of Navarra.
It's at least good to know if he does or doesn't. He seems like the type that would be special. He's got main character energy, in other words.
Like he has what?
Don't worry about it.
Have you never read novels and you have it anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, you're able to get comfortable. Rylan has ordered himself a drink, and even though he's in a fancy place and there's all kinds of options available to him, he still has just a pint of ale.
Yeah.
Go-to classic, you know.
Man of habit. We respect that.
I have news to deliver. Are we waiting until our party are done with their cheesecake, or do you want me to just continue? We can fill her in when she comes back.
We can continue and then fill her in when she comes. I'm sure she's being filled in with a lot right now. So
It took me a while to get that one. Oh my god. Good night, everybody.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I've got two bits of information. One is more pertinent to her because it's to do with the Carter and
then we'll wait for that bit then.
All right. Well, I can tell you guys the rest. So I know that there was other things that you asked me to inquire into. I have actually got a little bit of information about what Ophelia asked me to dig into, but it's I'm not at the bottom of that one yet. I can give you what I have, but oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes in my line of work, like I'll stumble into something that's actually pretty juicy, and it's quite exciting to do my job. So I was looking at this Bruno Aguilar.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I getting better at it?
Bruno Aguilar.
Aguilar. All right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Is he right?
I'm trying my best.
Christina? Sorry.
You're doing amazing.
Oh, thanks. So Merchant Prince, that we knew already. So I was looking into what exactly it was that he sold or what he worked with. It seems primarily it's a lot of fabrics, which is what arguably sees him the most business. Silks and linens and what have you. And there's big bucks in that. You wouldn't think just for a bit of fabric that it'd be like good business. You'd think it'd be like precious gems or
People want to
magical
show
stuff.
off their wealth in many ways.
Yeah. Anyways, he's got a sort of side part. So what I've been able to find out is that his family line and what he inherited was actually some mines. And it's like certain types of rock and minerals that they were originally in. And so he still does that because it's still kind of part of the family business, but he was making most of his money and came into his full status because of fabrics. Like he bought over a few companies and spread out a bit. But so started to I found people who worked for him and worked my charm with them. It turns out the stuff that so the minerals is a little bit quieter now, and you hear less about that. The people who know him only really know him for the fabrics, but he sells his stuff to the Kunari, and I don't just mean like I mean you've got Kunari that will live here, and there's Kunari that live in Ferelden, like the the Kunari. But it's all hush hush. Nobody knows that he's doing it. It's all a bit sus because like working with them is not great. People don't tend to do that. Normally they don't outsource, so the fact that they are outsourcing for this means whatever it is he's selling them must be pretty valuable, and they're only able to get it from him. Suspicious.
Very. I did learn that not very many people like him, so.
Well, yeah. So there's dirt there. Yeah. I know about his estate. It's a really nice place, actually. Did a bit of a scope out. There's a couple buildings that butt onto the side of it, so easiest way in is actually to get into one of the buildings at the side of his grounds and then scaling over. If you're careful enough, maybe from one roof to another. But I don't know if you're going into the place. I don't know if your aim is to like draw him out. I don't really know what your plan is.
I would like to go into the place and get as much dirt on him as I can to blackmail him.
Well, knowing that he's selling goods that rather than from the wealth and glory of Antiva, he is instead funneling something that's clearly pretty valuable. Yeah. It's not good. I'm sure if you get in there, you might learn more.
Yes. That will be the plan. Have you ever broken and entered into someplace, Ophelia?
I'd rather not say.
We're planning it, so you can say it, but I respect.
I don't have an issue with it, if that's what you're asking.
Perfect. Do you have knowledge of how?
From the perspective of breaking wards, you'd be amazed how many people in Navarra don't lock their doors.
Perfect. Well, gang, seems like we're going to be going on a midnight journey some point soon. And Arlen, I know that the urge to end his life right then and there will be strong.
Very true.
But we can make him regret it even more than by just killing him if we do this right.
Okay, I will follow your lead.
All right. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your trust. I do.
What are you?
We'll get him the right way.
Well, any blackmail is going to take some time to spread out, but if we get the right information, we can find someone that not many people like will have a lot of enemies and a lot of people that want to see them just thrown on the ground and just taken everything. Correct? Am I incorrect in this assumption?
I think the biggest humiliation would be the best. Make sure he never has power or money again.
Mm-hmm. So, if we can get that information and have somebody else who just doesn't like him be able to take him down, that will leave us more room to not be blamed for it. And then after we do that, we can go and hurt him real bad. And then when he's hurt, then he'll realize that he's going to lose everything. So it'll be double whammy.
I'm okay with that. Does he need to have both arms for that?
I'll leave that up to you.
Because he could somehow lose a hand in the whole thing.
A hand for a hand?
Yes.
But I see your wheels turning, Rylan.
My wheels are always turning.
I know.
I just wonder, I mean, you'll have a lot of enemies, but one can only assume they've not acted yet for a reason. So, what will it be that you are bringing to the table that changes that? Clean and simple rather than making things overly complicated, because if you've got too many plates spinning at any one time, something might come crashing down that you weren't anticipating.
I don't want to make this too... How about?
Like, what's the aim? Is it just about destroying him? Is it important that he knows that it's you guys that have been his demise? Are we talking physical, financial, social?
Ideally, all three. But that's a lot of plate spinning. If we can get some blackmail, lure him out, then take care of him physically and spiritually and emotionally.
That's funny, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, not in the way that people take care of others here.
Nope.
Well, for him at least. And then whatever happens with the blackmail happens. I will know better once I get my hands on what he's hiding. Right now, I think our best plan right now will be to go in, get information on him, on what he's doing, and then plan after that.
What if he finds you when you go in?
That is always a possibility, yes. We have to be prepared for that. A man like him will not be unguarded, obviously.
And he's apparently in with the Qun, so...
Yes. So, you will have to be careful. We have to make sure we plan this right and we don't half-ass it. But the ideal situation is slipping in and out of his home without him knowing. At least for that night. If he realizes somebody was there the day after, that's fine. And it's fine if he cannot trace it back to us.
So what are you going in to look for? Because just going into a big, massive house and just hoping for the best.
No, I know.
Are you going for his private chambers? It's a bit risky.
Mhm.
A vault. Always good. People keep secrets there.
He must have a private office.
Yeah.
To keep things.
Do you think he's
And-
going to keep all his most secret stuff there?
No, but if Ophelia's great uncle's house is any indication of rich people, there will be secret rooms. Most likely.
Okay.
I have to think on things. I don't want to make a plan and decision right now. But I want to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Mostly because Satan feels like she sucks at making plans, so I gotta think on this.
It's all good. Robin, about this time we could say that you've been
Yeah.
indicated that your party have gone into a little private room, so
Yeah, and you know what? It's been some time, and I will pay my dues. And come in eating some orange slices, just nonchalantly.
Yep.
Oh hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hello, we are planning nefarious things.
Ooh, without me?
Well, just getting a head start.
Yeah. Hopefully a little breaking and entering to this merchant prince's house.
That sounds great. We haven't had a good B&E in a while.
I
Not since
know.
we took those pillows.
I know. That was
discovered
a good
that-
one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I think that might have been like top 3 B&Es. Like we gotta
Yeah.
you know, but a merchant princess those guys are jerks, says in Merchant
Yeah.
Princess.
Yeah. He's trading with the Kunari.
From Shahara.
Like the proper
Not-
Kunari.
not-
Not
Not the Quinari, but the Q.
Yeah. Saharan.
Yeah,
They're
Well then,
on the DL as well. Yeah.
on the DL, what kind of?
This servant was giving me some scoops.
I'm not too big on the Antivian laws, but I mean, it's not completely unheard of for merchants to trade with the Kun.
It's not unheard of for them to trade with other countries. The fact that the Kun are outsourcing anything
Yeah,
is
Mhm.
the
he must have
unusual part.
something. He must honestly can.
Mining has to do with mining and rocks. I'm thinking some
I
sort
need to
of-
roll something. I'm a goddamn dwarf merchant mining and rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, damn, Rama's not here. When Rama said that, I'm like, oh
I
gosh,
need
he knows
to-
about
my
rocks.
dwarf senses need to kick in.
Yeah. Technically speaking, it's nature lore. If it's just about the rocks themselves and what various rock
It's
minerals can be used
more-
for, but
yeah.
if you want to do, if there's something else, if there's a different angle you're pulling, let me know.
What? It's okay. The question that Robin is asking: what would a merchant prince have access to in Antivian mines that could be valuable to the Kun? That is the question.
It would have to be something that they clearly can access in Sahara.
Yeah. But has significance. Can I?
Don't they have those? Well, I don't know if it's with rocks, but they have those weird like armor paint things, right?
Right, but
I
but to
don't
get
know.
that, like, to outsource for paint, I don't know about that. I actually want to do more, like, it's the same for evaluation for me, but like it's a +2 or +4 regardless. But I'll go ahead and because it's also about like what is there and how is it valuable.
Yeah.
Can I do evaluation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
A 19 on that. That's really good.
I mean, you're certainly aware of there being very different things that are of value that can be taken from the earth. Some types of stone are highly prized because of the nature in which they're made to make them either particularly beautiful or particularly strong, or for certain building projects. And if it's hard to get a hold of, that ups its value. And I mean, the most valuable thing that comes out of where you're from is obviously lyrium. But the fact that there are Kunari, racially, Kunari people that that you've encountered, but you probably haven't encountered like the Kunari, like because they really don't.
They really don't
interact with and trade with or anything like that. They have nothing but problems, and a lot of the time if they are encountering you, it's in an aggressive, like, why do you live this way, like you and you're very aware of what happened in Kirkwall, very aware of what happened in Kirkwall. So like this already is highly sus, and on its own honestly is incredibly good blackmail material. But in terms of what they're likely to be using it for, it is more likely something mineral rather than something to build with, because they're probably using whatever they have locally for building. And something that you are aware of because of what happened in Kirkwall is they prize minerals that go into making explosives.
Oh.
They have their own unique formula for stuff. It's called Gatlock. And they have access to that, but whether they are trying to source in stuff that goes into a particular type, maybe they're developing if they're developing beyond Gatlock, that's a worry. Because these people, their main enemy has always been Tevinter, but that's because, to be honest with you, and I think lore buffs would agree, the Qun and the Kunari are as big into colonialism and conversion as Tevinter were. And that's a lot of what their conflict is, because frequently they end up in the same kind of places, and they tend to like, they've kind of always been low-key at war with each other, sometimes high-key officially at war with each other, but even in times when it's nothing like specific, there's always conflict, and there's certain lands between the two that are contested territory. One of which is where Iron Bull went like, and had a not good time.
You see Robin's just like, whenever Robin's gears are turning in her head, she just kind of like has like this blank stare, and
buffering mode.
Buffering she just has a buffering mode, and I'd be like, maybe it's saltpeter.
Salt what?
Saltpeter.
Saltpeter?
Yeah, it's needed to make things go boom.
Oh.
You can get charcoal, you would also need charcoal and sulfur, but those things are fairly common in most places. But like saltpeter make things go boom.
Very not good.
Out of character with saltpeter is potassium nitrate. Yeah.
go big boom boom.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
There's the big boom boom. Well.
What if we just made him go boom? That'd be great. Anyway, sorry, that's more statement talking.
Yeah. If he's supplying things to those people that is used in making things go boom, that feels
Reasonous.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think many people would like that. But like you said, if he has enemies, and they, at some point, someone would find out, and if they're not using this information against him yet, it's possible that he may have.
If you
his
feed this
own-
information to his enemies, they are more likely to employ the services of certain individuals of this city to deal with him.
Mhm. Wish I.
One way or another.
Yeah. My mind is split between business and personal gains with this matter.
Maybe getting into at least get some proof as to what's going on.
That's the first step.
Because the word of a servant, while it's useful for our business, it's not going to hold up.
No. Yeah, not necessarily for those with more power. So, right now, I want to plan just getting in there and getting that information. Now, like you said, we can't just go in there and hope for the best. Would I know, GM, if there is a way to get any sort of floor plan for these types of buildings or get information on the layout?
You could go the slow and red tapey official route through official folks that work in the city. I mean, there are going to be ways of doing that. You would be going through the council or the royal, whatever. Like there's a slow red tapey version. When you're wanting information like that, you know for a fact that the crows will have the layout of every single building in this city in there. You don't know where it is because nobody really knows where it is unless you have a reason to know where it is, which involves being a crow. But they have a prison / vault / library, I guess, like an official thing that does exist in this city. Very few people, like, you have no reason to know where it is, but you know that they do have that. So you could.
I'd have to go through the crows to get that.
That's the quicker but pricier route.
Yeah.
Quick and pricey, slow and official.
I could just request an audience.
With the man himself?
Yeah.
To talk business?
Yeah.
I
mean, the thing is that when you fought us, all I gotta do is change my outfit, my hair. He didn't know my name or who I was. But if
don't feel comfortable I mean, I know I'm not your keeper. I understand that.
But what I have I have the ability to name drop noble names from Ozmar, and it's a cover-up of a cover-up. I'm here selling products, but it's also a cover-up for Ozmar itself. The Legion of the Dead could use things to keep, the next blight from happening, like more boulders in the way.
there's a chance you'd be able to name drop. It would recognize the name, but be unable to verify if the association between you and that name.
I have the verifications already. I have paperwork.
Well, damn.
But
Never mind.
what
then.
would this audience?
At the end of the day,
gain
like
us?
we're like she is of the merchant class,
Yeah.
which
Mhm.
means something around Thetis.
Mm-hmm.
What would this audience gain us?
Listen, I could just get confirmation of what he sells. Not necessarily that I don't even need that he trades with the coon, but as a dwarf, I know he has access to mines, and I know I have a decent understanding and layout of what's in those mines just based on my general knowledge. And if he is dealing in things like saltpeter and charcoal and sulfur, I could at least get confirmation that he is trading in those
True.
ingredients. And who else are you gonna trade to?
I just worry about him asking how you know that. And I know you have you can name drop certain nobles and merchants, but
How I
we
would
don't
know that he has access to
mines.
mines? Wouldn't it be public record that he inherited property?
It's public knowledge, yeah, that his family name traditionally made their money and became merchants through mining.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his profile, if you will, to fabrics.
Fair.
When he took over.
So I would
It's
just
worth
ask for
considering.
access. Yeah.
Yeah, you know that he's got mining, but what specifically are you going to be here asking that you couldn't obtain in Ozama? I mean, you guys are mining experts that can get
We
hold
are
of stuff
mining
from your own
experts,
people.
but at the same time, just because we're experts on it doesn't mean that it's abundant. Where
Well,
we're
yeah,
at.
you're gonna need to have something that you know that he'll have that you guys don't have. So I guess it's just, you know,
Well, listen.
if you were an Antivan merchant who had vineyards and you went to the Anderfels and I was like, "Hey, I'm here about your wine," like, I'd be like, "Why do you need our wine? You've got your city's full of it." I don't know. Worth considering. I can try and find that information out about what.
Well, no,
what
I was just
specifically
saying
in
it's
there.
like I would know, like as a dwarf, what minerals are in what part of the world. It's just like part of being a dwarf and living underground. What minerals are known to be dug up in certain places of the world, and Antiva, saltpeter.
Yeah.
Ferelda, not so much.
Is it known to be abundant in this region?
Sure.
Sure. We're saying yes.
Yeah. Not necessarily abundant, no.
But more.
But the fact that there is some,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy.
My concern.
Yes,
is,
and.
Yeah. My concern is if he will admit that to a stranger, whether you're a merchant or not, that he has not made business with. If you do this, you can. I cannot stop you. But in the meantime, I will be finding ways. I will be contacting the crows about floor plans.
I mean, having both is be able to do both. I think would be, if anything, me meeting him could be a distraction.
It could.
Hmm.
I think that would work.
Yeah, because I would. It would seem like I'm there for legitimate business.
You should take Finch.
I would. Of course, I'd take Finch. Like.
Now, acquiring these floor plans will be pricey, and then she'll look to Ophelia.
Yes.
Would you be willing to help out monetarily.
A donation to
How
the cause.
pricey.
Hmm?
How pricey? Because she's aware, after looking at her uncle's books and his dealings with the merchant princes, that there is a great deal more money that she can't fathom being exchanged between certain parties.
Do I know how? Would I have a ballpark point of like how much this would cost me? Like, is it in the tens, or is it in the hundreds, or is it in the thousands?
It could be close to the hundreds. The way that the crows work is they will operate that price with how much you need it.
Yeah.
And scaled between how high profile or secretive or wealthy are the people that of the building that you're going into. So there's definitely a sliding scale. You've never dealt in this type of business before, so you don't actually, because you've not gone, it's one of those things that it's not like it's common knowledge how much that stuff costs. You can only assume getting the floor plan for a merchant prince house on the DL from a crime organization, it's probably quite pricey.
It's probably quite pricey. I might be able to do a negotiation meeting first before actually paying and obtaining said floor plan. And then see from there what the price point is.
Well, I'll help if I can. My being here and not at home where my family is at limits my wealth greatly at the moment.
I am aware. But it can't hurt to ask how much it would cost, which would probably be in the hundreds. I'm not going to lie. It is a sliding scale to their benefit. Especially because it's a merchant prince.
Maybe what you need is to try and get a fellow merchant prince to bankroll you if they want to see his downfall. They might be willing to invest in ruining a rival.
Thought about that. We have
Oh, you can ask your dad. Sorry, that's probably not meant to be joked about.
No, I thought about that too. That would be the most
dramatic,
quicker way of doing things. You know what? I'm just going to rip the band-aid. I'm going to see if I can set up some sort of meeting with this father figure-ish of mine.
If he wants to meet you.
If he wants to meet me. It would be business, though.
Well, the information I got on him is that it's not. He's a poisons expert.
I am aware. Well, no, actually, I'm not aware. Satan's aware.
No, he told you when Rylan first got intel on him. He said he was fairly high up, and poisons were his thing.
He is a poison expert, yes, but he will have strings he could probably pull. And I'm hoping that there is some heartstrings to tug. Though that is a very low hope.
You should, if you're gonna play the heartstrings thing, you know, you should definitely mention that you're getting married.
I'm sure he'll find out at some point.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Here at the wedding of my daughter, kind of feel like he's that kind
I don't think that's the
You do this today.
On the day
my
of my daughter's wedding. I don't think he'll have
Nice.
the want to be there, but maybe if he knows what this person did to his son.
That's true.
Point is, you don't know.
You
Point is,
gotta
I
ask.
don't know,
Yeah.
and I have to give it a shot.
Yeah. You might say no, but I mean, at least you know
Then
that
we-
it's a no.
He says no, then our paths diverge once again, and I probably never see him again. So
Yeah.
or he tries to poison me. I don't know. I probably just won't drink anything from there.
You wouldn't want him. Crow poison is pretty serious business.
I am aware. Trust me. But I will. Would I know what the best way to set up a meeting with him would be?
Can I just make like a point here in this show that we
Uh-huh.
have met so many dads, but not a single mom? Like-
Yeah.
Because we're main characters and all our mothers are dead.
Oh my god.
Everybody's mother is dead apart from Ophelia, I think. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's clearly
So
the
at
thing.
this point, we are definitely gonna have to find Ophelia's mom and meet her, just to put some balance to the force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While
But-
we're talking about all this, I'd like to see if there's anybody currently eavesdropping on us.
We're in a private room.
Oh, we're in a private room.
You're in a
private
closed room, so you'd have to. Yeah, you guys went off into a little. They're the good thing about buildings like this is when you need discretion, they will give you discretion.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
There's no better place
Do they
to keep
also
secrets than a
maybe
box.
have? Yeah. Do they maybe have rooms where you can get discretion, but there is the ability to eavesdrop on it if you want to? Sure, but when you're friends with the person who owns it, they're not giving you that one.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Would I
so
know
you're
the
in a private
best
room.
way to set up a meeting with a specific crow member?
Nope. You have never had to hire them before.
Cool.
So
I need to talk to
you-
this bard then.
You don't really know. You do, however.
Hmm.
Hear a knock at the door.
Oh no, Bray's not here.
Oh man, just pay your tab.
Yeah. She will go to the door and open it like that crack that like.
Mm-hmm. It's an elven gentleman you would recognize as still there.
Oh, it's that guy.
You.
Yeah.
I feel you had to go
really.
to the bathroom. There, she's back.
Yeah.
Hey, you're
Perfect
back.
I have
timing.
to go to the bathroom.
Bella's gonna open the door. It's like you can really move swiftly, huh?
When I need to.
She will open the door and let Celir get into the room.
Yeah, he'll do a quick once over of who's in the room, but then follow you inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my pants back on, naturally. No, my pants were on this entire time.
Mm-hmm. She'll close the door. You just came at the perfect time. I was going to ask you. I just came up with a question for you.
For me.
You don't, obviously, you don't have to answer. I don't know if you will answer, but you wouldn't happen to have information on how to get a meeting with a specific crow.
Depends on the crow.
Let's just say we share a full head of red hair.
If I had need to communicate with him, I may have channels to do so.
What would that cost me?
Depends what it's for.
I just need a meeting. To talk business.
Mm-hmm.
But how rude I am. Let me introduce you to my friends while you mull over your answer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Everyone, this is Cillier. Cillier, this is everyone.
Oh, hey. Sup, homie? Nice to see you again.
Yeah. When you say introduce them, I would have assumed you'd give me their names.
I would leave that up to them.
Okay.
Ophelia's been staring at him intently this entire time. Like her glass is only like halfway to her mouth. Like she can't stop looking at him. Like
Bella's gonna like push up those glasses real quick. Pat her cheek.
just
Are you
swallows to be like, pleasure to meet you. I'm Ophelia.
And you? And you, sir?
I'm gonna like elbow
Arlen.
He's talking to you, buddy.
What?
That mage is asking your name.
Oh, I'm Arlen. Arlen Skyshield.
Thank you. That mage has a name.
Yeah, I know, but I like to stay on a no-name basis. So you can call me that dwarf or that merchant.
Okay, you could call me that elf, you know.
That elf. Right,
That might
We
be a
may
little
just
bit
tend to-
better.
we are in
keep these
closed
things-
doors, so...
Are
Right.
we using pseudonyms?
I think it's a little too late for that, buddy.
Damn it.
But yes, these is my company. How much would it cost me?
To know what it's for.
I need information and certain blueprints.
I see. We're doing the vague thing. Well,
Are you disclosing all your information to me?
you haven't asked me to disclose any information.
What's your relationship with my father?
Wow.
What?
Straight to the point.
I have met him twice, briefly. Not for business, and
Are you fucking my dad's lawyer?
It's for
That's-
pleasure.
fuck my mom, Santa? Did you fuck my mom?
Did you fuck my
Sorry.
mom?
I'm aware not everybody here has watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's
but
what I'm referring to every time I say things like that.
It's such a good TV
I
show.
got it.
Did you fuck my mom? No, I have not. slept
I
with your
didn't.
dad.
I didn't actually say that. In
Okay.
character. That's just me as a player.
I say it in character. Yo, are you fucking her dad?
No.
Right.
I mean, if it's not for business.
No. I'm
So
not.
It's a social
I
call.
value my life. It was a social call. The first one was just mostly like getting to know, just becoming aware of who each other were.
Oh, like we did earlier.
Yes.
I the stuttering is on my end because I haven't slept, but
I feel you.
I need to speak with him and see if he can help me get some information on a job, personal job. That involves family.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you said blueprints
Yes.
to help family.
Yes. Well, in a way. Unfortunately, the damage has been done.
So not to him.
No. Not to him. Directly. Like I said, it's a personal job for me and the friend.
It's something that I would approve of, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if you approve of my life choices, so. Let's just
The
say
ones that you've disclosed already did sound
someone hurt
encouraging.
my brother.
Hmm.
And someone hurt my friend's partner, who is also an elf. And we're looking to pay him back in kind. And a bonus.
Okay. I could get word to him.
That's all I ask. And payment for that? Do not think you a giving soul like that.
I have no interest in money, if that's what you're asking.
I am aware that money is not the only thing people exchange.
Well, perhaps a favor that I can ask you in return. I have nothing specific right now, but if I do...
Favor? Alright.
Nothing too extravagant. Like for like.
Like for
Evenly
like.
matched.
I agree to that. If you also agree to this, Arlen, since you are involved.
I can also provide a favor for a favor.
Very good. It sounds like the person you are tangling with is not a good person.
No.
Do you think he targeted your people because they're elves?
I think he targeted my brother because he is who he is. Not necessarily because he's my brother. Full disclosure, I suppose. My brother used to work here, this lovely establishment. And the person I'm after is considered a stalker of sorts. A stalker who is very powerful, has a lot of money, and doesn't like being told no.
People with a lot of money rarely do.
Yeah. They're not used to being told no and having their toys taken away.
Indeed.
And I don't doubt that is how he saw my brother. And unfortunately, my friend's partner got involved in the crossfire.
Well, I'm glad to hear that somebody like that will be getting some retribution.
They will. Plus, who knows, maybe something else will come out of it for you.
And this is something you're all supporting, actively working towards, and he'll look to the others in the room.
I'm gonna hold up my fist towards Bella to bump her, ride or die.
Ride or die.
Ophelia's just been intently just watching him the entire time, like
she hasn't even blinked.
exactly, like watching his mouth move
Yeah.
and his mannerisms. Like she's
Bella's
hearing
gonna
Bella,
offer
but
her
not
a
even
glass.
looking at her.
A drink.
He'll look at you when he's waiting for an answer and give you a smile.
She'll just smile back without realizing she's doing.
And you're helping on this mission?
I am. Well, in other matters, it's not just one thing.
No. You seem like a busy group.
Very.
Has he been standing this entire time?
Yeah. He's not being asked to sit down, so I imagine he would be
To be
standing.
fair, I haven't sat down either.
I feel like this is like standing around a table type of conversation.
Yeah, I mean it's a lounge space, so
Yeah.
he would need to be invited. I suppose he wouldn't assume.
Oh, feel free
anything.
to sit. No need to stand.
Thank
Uncomfortably.
you.
I was sitting down for a bit, so I need to stretch my legs.
I'm sure your legs are stretched enough.
Well,
I have a question, if you don't mind.
certainly.
It has to do more with our flavor of ability.
I have many flavor of abilities, but go on.
Bella is intensely staring between these two right now. And just like
Ophelia got that one and slightly blushes. Don't know why she got that one.
Yeah. To which are you speaking?
I am looking for a member of my family who is also magically inclined.
Hmm. I see.
Have you heard of the Volcano family?
No. Can't say that I have.
Have you heard of anyone using a particular kind of magic that would only be found in Navarra?
Necromancer, you mean?
I do.
I am aware that there are some who practice that kind of art. As for specifically what you do in Navarra, no.
She'll just raise her eyebrows. She's like, I didn't specifically say it was me in front of
Yeah.
She's just like,
I'm
oh.
assuming good at assumptions.
There are people who practice magic that allows them to manipulate death without it necessarily being about funerary practices.
I'm looking specifically for someone within the city with those abilities, not myself.
Someone Antivan?
Possibly. Or possibly Tevinter.
Makes a bit of a face at that one. I can ask around.
I would greatly appreciate that.
My kind, and I don't mean magically inclined. We often work in the service to others, which affords us some insights into the goings-on of a city.
I see.
If the people I know either do or are aware of people who work for someone with that particular kind of magic, I may be able to find out, but what is that task worth? I mean no offense, but I don't often assist humans.
Well, finding the remnants of my family is greatly important to me.
Okay. Is it your family member that's working here? Is that...
No, well, that is unclear.
Okay.
Whoa, there's a dead guy working in the brothel?
No.
A dead guy?
And Ophelia will just kind of go,
I mean, I know.
It might be best, Ophelia, to be as clear about what exactly you're looking for with Salier.
very well. One of my family has left their resting place within the Grand Necropolis, potentially of their own accord, and has come as far as Antiva, as far as I know. I am trying to find him so that he can go back to where he belongs.
Do you have any information as to why he is here or who he is here with?
Not specifically, not verified. He has come back to his summer estate. Some items have gone missing, and there is someone he was involved with who may have wanted his information for nefarious purposes, and he was deluded into giving it.
Who is that person?
An agent, I believe, of Tevinter, but could also have been Antivan working for Tevinter. They wanted information specifically about my craft.
Without specifics, there are many here in the city who dabble in the magical.
This particular woman was named Camara Vondrus. My uncle, of great renown, was known as Rizzo von Kano.
I've heard the name.
Of my uncle or the woman he was dallying with?
The woman.
I see.
Not with that first name. It's a woman named Ilinara.
Bondas?
Yes. How
That's a
interesting. And you think he might be working with her?
If it is the same person, I do not know. I know that he made it this far. Whether he did so because of her or because another has brought him here, I do not know. I need to find
In an
him.
ideal situation, what outcome are you looking for with her and with him?
With him, to bring him home as quietly as possible. With her, depends on what it is she's been doing with him. if at all.
Nothing good.
Then she will get what she deserves.
I can help you.
Can.
I'm
And
sure
what
you
price
can.
would you have of me? Since you asked.
A reassurance. In fact, a promise. Preferably from all of you, but certainly from yourself. That any serving staff are freed and not harmed.
All? Or are you simply asking about the elves?
I imagine they are one and the same.
Not all. Many humans serve my family.
They don't serve hers.
You mean slaves? I do not have any slaves.
I'm not
Nor does
talking
my
about
family.
you. She is not your family. I don't think.
Ah,
hope not.
you mean her servants.
Her servants. She has an
Yes.
estate here in the city.
If that is your price, then so be it.
We might need 2 blueprints then.
Wow.
A baby!
Oh, he's such a big cutie.
Getting distracted.
Look at all the love he's getting.
This is a chunky son.
He's just like he kept pacing back and forth, and so I think he has this thing where it's like whatever room he wants to be in, you also have to be in that room. And he's like, I have been in here long enough. We have to go into the front room before the sun goes down, so you can open up the window for me. And I'm just like, buddy, I can't. I got give me like 40 minutes, and we'll go in the sunroom.
Yeah. What a cutie.
But I would assume with her, yeah, slaves, servants, and elves are all one and the same.
Well, don't servants get paid and slaves don't?
That's why I put emphasis on the word serving staff.
Mm-hmm.
That is a promise that I can keep for sure. And I assume, and most of my people can. Ophelia, it is your promise to keep as well.
You have it.
She strikes me as the kind that would, when trying to run away from a ravenous beast, trip and sacrifice those around her in order to ensure her escape. So
Ophelia will wrinkle her nose. She knows exactly what he's talking about.
if it is your intention to bring justice to her and return your uncle, then I can lend my assistance.
Thank you.
And for yourself, Bella, is it blueprints that you need, or is it the meeting with your father?
Both. Are blueprints something that you have access to like the crows do?
Perhaps not in the same way. But yes.
In what way then?
Contacts. and people who live and breathe in the spaces of the city.
Right.
I ask then one additional and last question before I have to run. I have another appointment to make.
Must you go so soon?
Bella's gonna hand her a fucking drink.
I do, but I will arrange to meet with you to provide the details that you need. At a place of your choosing.
It probably meet here again.
All right. Do you want me to ask your father if he wants to or if he is willing to meet with you? Or do you want me to arrange the meeting? And he will discover who it is he is meeting when he gets there.
Decisions.
I have 2 questions.
Mm.
Can you give me those blueprints or layouts?
Probably.
Oh, no. Then arrange the meeting and we'll find out then. If
You will receive word at some point of a time and a place.
I'm sure I will.
Very good. Well, I must dash.
By the way,
Mm.
the blueprint that I personally need is Bruno Aguilar's house.
Interesting.
Right.
It will be done.
You have my thanks and my promises and favor.
I look forward to a fruitful working relationship.
Question, GM.
Mm.
Do I know that what I have is called an Eluvian key?
You're aware that it is something to do with Eluvians, yes, because Faywin told you. Because he did the lore check.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware it has something to do with Eluvians and moving through them, but you don't necessarily have a massive amount of information about the Eluvians themselves. You would have to roll for it.
Yeah.
But you do know that it's a key and it works with.
May I roll for it before he leaves, real?
Yes, if we do it quick, we have 3 minutes to go. But if it's quick,
very quick.
okay.
What you need.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
It's a lore check. I guess it's cultural lore because it's Elven.
Yeah, I do have cultural lore. 14 with a 4-point stunt. Well, not
Okay.
that I will do anything, but
you're aware. You've heard tales of these mirrors. When Faywin mentioned the word Eluvian, it pinged in a memory of yours. Of some stories about the hero Ferelden, actually, connecting to these. You know that it's something to do with like ancient elven stuff and these mirrors and how they clearly have a means to pass through. Passing through into what? You're perhaps not sure, and that's because this is really quite obscure specialist knowledge, so you rolled really well, so the fact that you know this is more than your typical elf.
Yeah.
So you have an awareness that there's a lot there, and it was something to do with ancient elves, and it helped them with communicating and perhaps travel.
Okay. She will walk him to the door.
Uh-huh.
open the door and just say, before you go,
Mm.
you seem like the perfect elf to ask. I just need a yes or no. I wouldn't want to keep you from your meeting. Do you have knowledge of Eluvians?
Yes. Do you?
Some.
Hmm. Why do you ask?
I may need your knowledge later.
All right. Perhaps when I come back with the information.
Perhaps then. She'll
I look forward to it.
So do I.
Mm-hmm. And he will leave.
She'll close the door. Look to Ophelia.
Ophelia's like kind of leaning forward, like,
Really? Him?
I don't know what you're talking about. What about him?
If you didn't have a stick up your ass, by the way, your mouth would be hanging open.
What?
You're getting butterflies and not just in your stomach.
Something's fluttering through you, and it's not your heart.
And on that note, everyone,
On that note,
we will end for the evening.
I love it when whole episodes take place in brothels, and I'm not being facetious.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for coming and showing up. It's great to be back. We are taking next week off though because of Mother's Day, so just kind of a heads up on that. For I know we were gone for 3 weeks, and we're taking. Listen. We play by our own rules here. So we get things done eventually, and we're a bunch of friends playing some games. The next 7 days for me and the channel. First off, not necessarily on my channel, but you can catch me tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern, over at Sword and Key, because we're premiering our Brindlewood Bay season there, and it's gonna be fun. We had our session 0 finally, and we're doing our premiere there. I'm super excited. Come and join us there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think my Animorphs finale might be this week, but I really think it's gonna be next week, just because there's been some conversations going on in Discord during this session that I might postpone it to next week instead of this coming Wednesday. And then we're not here on Saturday, so yeah, that's me in the next week. So just find me over at Sword and Key, one game, like tomorrow. And everyone else, what you doing? Where can we find you? 45 biddies.
That's some leftovers.
Thanks. I love leftovers. Kate, you're up.
All right, I'm Kay Phoenix. You can find me here playing Dragon Age on Saturdays. I'm also going to get back into writing on my Black Jewels site. So if y'all are Black Jewels fans and you do a lot of writing, I've got a site for you. So, and that's me.
Cool.
And I'm Gambit. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at the_Gambit. And I don't have much going on except for this game every other Saturday. Well, every Saturday. But
Every
we'll see each other in 2
Saturday
weeks.
we can play.
Yeah, we can play.
Can't wait to see you all in 2 weeks.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan Orlis, a vamp on the internet. You can find me here playing Bella, hopefully with better plans when I am not just running on 4 hours of sleep and a cup of coffee.
It's fucking same.
You can also find me DMing over at the Hype Goblin. You can find me playing a bunch of games on stream if you go to my Twitter, Vamp Art, as I do art as well. If you need art, I do art. How many times can I say art in a sentence? Art. And that's me. I am so tired.
Nice. Hi, it's me. It's Emma, Hummalou on the internet. I am a Val exclusive bitch, so you'll find me here when Dragon Age is back.
No, that's
That's
the
all.
thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to like find someone to raid here. I think we're gonna do the lollygaggers because it
And you're
looks
good to
like
go.
they're doing the one ring. Oh no, they are all wearing dwarf beards. We have to.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Like, I mean, it's they're playing the One Ring, and you know how I feel about the Lord of the Rings. It's lots of feelings.
Lord of the Rings is great to roleplay with, by the way. I've
Yeah,
played in a
I
game of
haven't
Lord of
done
the Rings.
it.
It's so good.
I
Yeah.
need to. But yeah, that's who we're gonna go over and raid. So be sure to say hello to them, and I will see y'all all. We will see y'all all when we come back. So bye.
Bye.
Splish. Right now. There we go.
I miss my Hobbit.